Hello everyone, and welcome to the Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with myself and Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. Stay tuned. Okay everyone, so this is as far as I've gotten. So last week I was working in this section here. I've got that completed now. So now it's basically, I'm just going to bring this picture out so you can see that's about as much as I have left for this painting. I'm keeping my fingers crossed though, because I am running out of color and I'm really getting nervous that I'm not going to be able to complete the painting. But I have hope. I definitely believe in every moment, and we'll see. We'll see. So, but isn't this painting coming out just gorgeous? I mean, the shine in this, and I know I bring this up all the time, but it just, the shine on these drills are amazing. So, Lisa, what the heck happened this weekend? Oh my gosh, I don't know who actually showed up to play that game. That was a disaster. But it is what it is. I love my boys, and I will always stand beside them. As I've said before, I'm with them regardless if they win or lose. So again, guys, if you haven't seen Lisa's videos, please jump over to her channel. It will be listed down below in the description. And check her out. Lisa's wonderful, and she's funny, love her to death, and sweetest person. I am so honored to be doing this collaboration with her. So by saying that, guys, let's go ahead and jump over to those 27 tag questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the 27 tag questions. Excuse me. So the first question is, share your feelings when you see birds migrating. Well, I have to be honest. I am happy to see the Canadian geese fly south. And the reason for that is, these, as majestic and beautiful as they are, they can be very nasty. They hiss. You know, they're cute and lovable, but I dare anyone to try to attempt to go up and hug any of them, because wow, can they be mean. Not only that, but they're messy. At work, we have migrating geese that come every year, and oh my gosh, they like to poop just about everywhere you can think of. So right in front of the door, yeah, they're kind of that type of bird that, you know, they're beautiful, but they can be very vindictive. So seeing the Canadian geese leave, I'll be the one outside standing and waving them goodbye. But seeing any of the other birds leave, yeah, that's sad. It's a sad day when you see all the birds going. So, next question. Question 29. Do you like baking in the autumn season? Oh boy. I don't bake, and the reason why I don't bake is not because I don't enjoy it or that I feel that I can't bake. It is more, as long as I don't have the baked goods in my home, I'm not tempted to eat them. So I can look at something that, let's say I go to Starbucks or any, you know, store that has baked goods. I can sit there and stare at them and gain 20 pounds. So yeah, me and baked goods don't get along, and a lot of it is I'm very conscious about my weight, and so that's one of the reasons why I don't bake. But if I did, I'd love it, because I love the smell of baked goods and I love baking. I just can't eat it. So if I don't bake, I can't eat it, I won't gain weight. So let's go to question 30. When you go outside, do you love to experience your blowing breaths? No. I don't. That just reminds me that it's cold outside. So, no, I don't love that experience. I think as a kid I did, but not as an adult. I'm the type of person that I will try to get to my running car as quickly as possible so I don't have to be outside long enough to notice. So no. No. Okay, so let's go to question 31. What is your favorite food in the fall season? Ooh, boy, there's so many. But I always look forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas because of the food. And there's nothing better than having a nice turkey dinner. Love, love, love. And on top of that, it's not just the turkey, it's everything else. So you got the stuffing, you've got cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, everything. Just love, love, love it. And the only problem is it loves me too. So I have to be really, really careful during this time of year when I visit family so that I don't go overboard on the calories. So let's go to question 32. 32, Halloween or Thanksgiving? Which one is your favorite day? Well, I would have to say Thanksgiving, and the reason for that is me and my husband have to work on Halloween. It's year end for me, so that's most likely a 14-hour day, which I am not looking forward to. And my husband usually works Halloween night as well, and he usually doesn't get home until about 10, which is going to be a lot earlier than me. And we don't get to enjoy, like kids coming to the door or anything like that, unfortunately. So Thanksgiving would be the day that I would choose because I get it off. I don't have to rush. I don't have to get up early in the morning. And, I don't have to work a 14-hour day. So I would say Thanksgiving. So question 33, wool or knit sweaters? What do you like to wear in the fall season? Wow, okay. There's a bit of a story here, so I'll be as quick as possible. I have to say, if I could wear a wool sweater, I would. But unfortunately, wool and my skin do not get along. I'm allergic to wool. But I have to say, wool definitely is a lot warmer. So if you're looking for warmth, wool is definitely the type of sweater you'd want to wear. Now, my mother bought me a wool sweater one year. And I ended up wearing it to school. Within a matter of an hour, I had rash all over me. My skin felt like it was literally crawling. It was just horrible. And ultimately, we found out that it was the wool that was doing it. So, yeah, me and wool, as much as I would love to wear one, just can't do it. Would drive me I would literally scratch my skin off. That's how bad it was getting. So definitely knit. Okay, so we're going to go to question 34. Sweet or salty pumpkin seeds? I would definitely say salty. I've never tried sweet pumpkin seeds, but I do like salty pumpkin seeds. So, question 35. Do you like to explore haunted places in the fall? Yes. I love it. In fact, when we were kids growing up,
My father lived in a community up in the Kent area. It was called Covington, and he lived up, I would say, maybe 5 miles from this old mansion that was in the Auburn Valley called Meeker Mansion. So if any of you are from Washington State, you will know, hopefully you will know this area. Meeker Mansion is right off of Highway 18. And they used to, I don't know if they do now, but back in the 80s and 90s, they used to turn that house into a haunted house. And it was a blast. Fun, but I'll tell you what, they pulled no punches in that place. And if you aren't the type of person that doesn't like a haunted house, not the place for you, because I'll tell you what, even the ones that didn't get spooked out were spooked out. So they did a really great job when they were putting that together. And I think it was one of the radio stations that actually did this. So fun, but again, if you don't have the stomach for haunted houses, not the place to go, because they scared the bejeebers out of you. So let's go to the next one. Question 36. Which place do you love to visit in the autumn season? Wow, I would say if I lived close to an area that had lots of trees and different varieties of trees, I would love to go out and visit that. That's one thing I do enjoy when it's this time of year, is going out and seeing all the different colors of the leaves on the trees. And basically for us to do that, we would have to go out to Kenora or out in that general area, which really isn't a bad thing. It's about a 2-hour drive. But yeah, if I wanted to, if there was a favorite place for me to visit, that would be it. Just going for a drive and seeing all the different colored leaves on the trees and the shrubs. Beautiful. So we're going to go with question 37. Which place you wish to visit in the fall season? That's basically the same question. Well, again, it would be the same thing. If I were in Washington State now, at home visiting family, one of the places I would probably go to would be up in Mount Rainier, and just seeing all the different changes up there, the trees, the variety of different colors in the leaves. So that would be one of the places that I would go to if I had that choice. So let's go to the next question. So question 38. Fairy lights or candles? I'm a candle person. I love candles. Fairy lights are nice, but candles, I don't think you could really beat them. They are just beautiful. I love to just watch them. I love the smell of them, depending obviously on the smells. But candles are definitely what I enjoy the most. So question 39. How do you decorate in the fall? So basically, we never really decorate for fall. Now we do decorate for Halloween, so we will have, things out that we know if someone takes them, they're not that expensive, and which I find is sad, because this happened to us a couple years back. We ended up buying a bunch of decorations for Christmas for our house, but then we also bought one of those projectors that you can actually change. So we could have changed it to Halloween projections, and we figured that because we lived right off the main road, and our neighbor, she never had any of her stuff taken off of her property, so we figured, it'd probably be safe. within about, I would say, less than 48 hours, somebody found where we hid the projector and stole it. So needless to say, that we did not replace because, well, it's expensive, and no, we weren't going to replace it. And it's really sad because, you know, it really takes away from everybody else when you start taking things off of other people's property. So yeah, but as far as any other type of decorations, we put up jack-o'-lantern lights in the window, and I usually have like decals on our doors and in our front window as well. So basically it's just for Halloween. It's not technically just fall. So yeah, that's what we do. So question 40. Do you love raking the leaves on the lawn, or do you leave them where they fall? As I said last week, just between me and you guys, the leaves are my husband's job. No, my husband has one of those leaf vacuums, so if, you know, he feels that the leaves are out of control, he can go out and take the vacuum and suck them up. But no, I don't rake leaves. My back's too bad, and it's just a lot of work. So that's one of the reasons why we got the leaf vacuum. Okay, next question. Question 41. Oops. No, quit that. Okay, so question 41. What comes in your mind when you see the leaves falling down? Oh boy, the work's going to begin. When I see a bunch of leaves on the ground, that's what I think of, is it's going to be work. But again, you know, thank God for the leaf vacuum. But you know, that's back-breaking to rake those leaves and then pick them up. The only other way you can eliminate picking up leaves, and that's of course if your neighbor doesn't have a tree too, is to get rid of all your trees. But I would never do that. I love trees. So basically, yeah, we just vacuum them up. So, question 42. In your opinion, which leaves have the best color in the fall season? Well, I don't know the different variety of names for trees other than a few. I do love it when you go into the up into the hills. There are trees out there that have the most radiant reds and golds, and it's just beautiful. So I can't really give you the names of the trees or the leaves, but I can just say it's just gorgeous. And if you've never had the chance to go up and just drive around where you can see all the different colors, highly recommend it. It's fun and it's amazing. Just the beauty of it all. So question 43. Which is the most loved pumpkin beast food? Oh wow, there's lots. I love pumpkin spice loaf, pumpkin spice muffins, pumpkin pie. There's also pumpkin mousse. I mean, there's so much that you can do with pumpkin. It's pumpkin cookies, if you've ever had those. Oh my God, yum, yum, yum. So much, and yet, unfortunately, I can't eat that stuff because of, again, the calories. But once in a while, I'll pick up one just, you know, to remind myself how good and tasty they are. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to go with question 44. Which moisturizer is your favorite in the autumn season? Well, it depends on the degree of dryness. It gets pretty dry out here in the wintertime. So if it's just a mild, like day-to-day type moisturizer, I'll use the Neutrogena. But if it's if my skin is like really super dry, there is a product called Dead Sea moisturizer, and it's wonderful. But it's expensive, so I don't use it very often, but it is great. I love it. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question 45. Which lipstick color do you love in the fall? I'm pretty sure I heard a drill. Okay. Well, I have really fair skin, so I stay with the plum colors. I would love to eventually, at one point or another, be able to wear more of your earth tone colors, or like the reds, but because my skin tone is so fair, it just doesn't look right. So I always try to stay with the cooler colors, like the plum colors or the lighter pinks. That way it just doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. And yeah, I've tried red before, and oof, no, just doesn't look right. So let's go with the next question. Question 46, apple pie or pumpkin pie? What is your favorite? That's a tough question because I love both. But if I had to choose, I would say pumpkin pie. And the reason why is because it's not something that you eat all the time. It's usually something that you would have during the holiday season, and not something that you would have as often as like if you had apple. So I would definitely say pumpkin pie. And oddly enough, I never cared for pumpkin pie when I was a teenager. Wouldn't eat it, couldn't stand the smell of it. I think it was the texture of it I just didn't like. I loved pumpkin bread or the muffins, but I wouldn't eat pumpkin pie. But now, oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so next question, 47. October or November? What is your favorite month in the autumn? Well, I'm going to say October. And the reason for that is because October, the trees are still somewhat alive. You still have you still have leaves on the trees. Technically, there's no snow, whereas in November, most likely we have snow. Yeah, so I would say definitely October would be my favorite. And November would be not. November would remind me that winter is like really quickly approaching, if not already arrived. So, and I'm not a big winter person. I used to be when I was a kid, but now, no. It just, I get really sad. So let's go to the next question. Question 48. Do you enjoy feeling the cold air, or do you wrap up warm? I would be the one wrapping up warm. I'm not much into cold. Now, if you would have asked that question to me about 10 years ago, I would definitely say I like the cold, because I went through premenopause pretty quickly, and actually I was quite young. So when I was in my 30s, I was always way too warm. And yeah, I think I froze a few people out in my office. But nowadays, though, I just can't stay warm. So definitely would wrap up. Okay, so next question. Question 49. How much do you love to enjoy the fire in the fall season? Wow. Well, we don't have a fireplace in our house, but we do often before the snow starts go to my husband's nephew's place, and he would normally have a bonfire I don't know if he'll be doing that this year. Depends on how busy he is. But yeah, he would have a bonfire and we'd sit and chat and drink and just enjoy the fire. So I love it. Now, if it was really, really cold, no. And yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing that this year because usually when he does do it, it's usually at the end of September. So question 50, in the fall, do you love traveling or do you enjoy the season at home? Well, my husband and I, because of our jobs, we are unable to travel October, November, and December. And with me, I can't even travel at the end of September because of the type of job I do. So we stay home during this time of year. Although my husband's family lives close by, so if we go out and visit family, it would be with my husband's family, and I love visiting them. So question 51. Are you more energetic during the autumn season or more laid back? Now, this is a tough question, and it's not that I can't answer the question, it's the answer itself. So I'm going to try to be as brief as possible. I am more laid back, and the reason for that is I suffer from a condition called SAD. It is the season depression disorder. And just to give you a little bit of information about it, if you're not sure what it is, it usually affects people in the fall season. So I usually start feeling the effects around the last week of September. And this will go on until about mid-March to the beginning of April. It all depends on the amount of sun that we get during the winter. Now, basically, SAD is a condition that is triggered by a lack of vitamin D. So last year, because we ended up having a fall that was very dark and gloomy, I decided to try something a friend had told me to try, and that was going to suntanning beds. And the lights in the suntan beds have ultraviolet lighting, and even though it would be considered synthetic, it still has the vitamin D that is needed for I guess to trick your brain in thinking that you're actually out in the sun. So I know that may not make a lot of sense, but it did really help me last year. In fact, not only did it help me in not being as depressed as I normally get during this time of year, but boy, did I ever have the most amazing tan during that time. So I do plan on doing that again, although my depression right now hasn't really gotten too terribly bad. There's been a couple of times, or a couple of days I should say, that I'm like, really down, but you learn to live with it. And as I said, this is something I may bring up later down the road in a whip and chat. There's a lot of information in regards to SAD. So anyway, we're going to go to the next question. Number 52. Do you have any specific traditions to celebrate the fall season? No, we don't. Again, that is all because me and my husband's job just don't allow us to actually enjoy it like others. We're constantly working, and yeah. And now I would love to have Halloween off and to see all the kids come to the door, especially the little ones, because they're so cute in their little outfits and whatnot. But unfortunately, yeah, I don't think my husband has had Halloween off, oh gosh, at least 8 years. And I haven't had, or I haven't been home for Halloween for 7 years. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but until we retire, that's just the way it is. So yeah, it's sad, because like I said, I would love to see the little kids come into the door in their little outfits. So let's go to the next question. 53. What do you feel at the end of the fall season? Well, again, if I allow the season depression to take hold, I would really at this point be, I wouldn't say extreme, but I would be more subdued. I wouldn't probably go out and do anything. So when I see that the fall season is ending, that means winter is here. And I don't look forward to it. I'm not a winter person. I was when I was a kid. I was when I was a teenager. But as an adult, and ever since I was diagnosed with the SAD, I dread winter. And I do look forward to Christmas, but I still battle that feeling of dread and depression during this time of year. So one thing I do look forward to a lot during the fall and autumn season is watching football. I love to watch football. And there are a few shows that come on during this time of year that also I enjoy. I'm hoping to join a gym here pretty soon and starting to work out, because that usually will help, as well as going to the tanning beds and getting that ultraviolet lights from there to basically, like I said before, it basically tricks your brain into believing you're out in the sun. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. It's a long explanation. Okay, so let's go to question 54. This is our last question, everyone. So 54, share your favorite quote related to the autumn season. Now, I found a quote that I really did enjoy, and it goes like this. Autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. And I really, truly believe in that. Now, you could pretty much change that to just about anything, but one thing that is really difficult for me at this time is my father, who passed away about 3 years ago. He passed away in September. Actually, it's been almost 4 years. Wow. His birthday is November 29th. And again, this is just another thing that makes it difficult for me during this time of year. I really miss my father, and he's always been a big part of my life. So when I saw this quote, it reminds me of him. And he used to tell us all the time that, when the changes of season come and go, that we may see, the trees drop their leaves and the shrubs and everything go to sleep. But every spring, new life appears. And we always have to be thankful for that new life. So that's why I really love that saying. So again, that saying goes, autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. Anyway, everyone, that's the end of the questions and the end of tonight's video. If you like the video, give it that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you did like the video, I'm okay with that. But if you can let me know down below in the comments what you didn't like about the video, that way it helps me improve my videos in the future. Also, everyone, if you haven't had a chance to check out Lisa Diamond and Stitches, please do so. I will have her information in the description box so you can check her out. You guys, she's wonderful, funny. I enjoy listening to her videos. Makes me laugh all the time. And she's got a lot of great information. So if you're new to the channel, a big welcome and howdy do. If you like what you see and you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join the family. Also, don't forget to hit the bell, though. The bell will indicate when I've uploaded my next video. So by saying that, guys, if this is morning for you, have a very pleasant morning. If this is afternoon for you, have an excellent rest of your afternoon. And if this is evening for you, have a very relaxing evening. Again, my name's Jene, and thank you for joining me tonight on the review. We'll talk again real soon.